It is my joy to be joined by singer, songwriter, producer, Blessing Offor. I mean, I couldn't think of a better way to cap off my show. It is a lot of time. I feel like there's more, though. Aren't there more that we could add in there?
You know, maybe, but I feel like I can't say them because it sounds arrogant. So I won't do it.
Oh, if I think of more throughout, I will add it. Can we say Coca-Cola commercial? Let's just start with that. I mean, like, they casually drop that. Okay, let's start. Normally I wait a little bit, but you've got a new album.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, My Tribe, coming out. When is that coming out?
January.
Or do we say dropping?
13th. It drops.
It drops.
Street date.
It drops. January 13th.
January 13th, 2023.
And the title track?
My Tribe.
Is?
It's sitting on a Coke commercial right now.
It's just sitting on a Coke commercial.
You guys may hear it on some games.
Oh my gosh.
As one does.
Why are you so cool?
I don't know. My mom did it.
That's the best answer, Blessing.
Yeah.
I mean, can we just talk a little bit about your family?
Absolutely.
Okay, you were born in Nigeria.
Yes, ma'am.
You came here when you were 6.
Yes, ma'am.
You lost sight in your
right eye.
Right eye.
Later on. Yeah. Wow, you know the biography.
I like you a lot, and I want people to know that I just think when I hear you, it does something to my soul.
Come on.
And I just, I was joking with you at the Dove Awards this year because you were nominated for New Artist.
Yes, ma'am.
And we both had a little bit of a chuckle because if you say new, I guess new is relative, right? Because how long have you been doing this?
Man, I've been in Nashville since 2015.
Right.
My friend Natalie says for her, because everybody knows she's a big deal now. She goes, yeah, I'm a 20-year overnight success.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, well, they call Nashville the 10-year town. We managed to cut it down to 5 years.
There you
which
go.
Is,
That's crazy. But, I mean, losing your sight, what did that do to your other senses, and how did music come out of all that? So
it's a really funny question because people think you go blind, you lose your vision, and then you become like Daredevil. Like, I walk in the rain and know what's happening, I mean, like, that
would be cool, though.
So it's like, people are like, so like, when you lose your vision, does it just make you Superman? I'm like, that's weird. No. So my example is always like, if you only work out one arm, the other arm will stay small, and the one arm you work out. So like, my other senses are better because I use them more, not because some like alchemy happens.
Something like switches off,
Yeah, it's just like you practice something more.
Yeah.
I run great F-sharp major scales because I practice it a lot. You know what I mean? Well,
and speaking of using it more, when you talk about like the goodness, right? I mean, do you feel like you're able to actually write these songs because you're putting it into practice? I mean, I see you live it. I don't just hear you singing it. I see you live it. Where does that come from?
I think being born in Nigeria, when you are born in a place where there is such obvious physical lack, right? Gratitude. It sounds contradictory, but like when there's not a lot, you're grateful for what there is. And so coming from Nigeria to here, you come with gratitude just built in. So when you hear me sing about gratitude or the goodness or all this stuff, it is just from where I come from, how I grew up, what we know back there. So it's a real thing, and I think singing about it from any other perspective can actually be really detrimental.
Can I just be really, I mean, I don't know if vulnerable is even a fair word, but just like, what do you see when you meet people? What comes across to you?
It's a beautiful, I can't talk. It's a beautiful question.
Thank you.
When I meet someone, first and foremost, it's funny, people always go, do you wonder what people look like? And I could not care less 9 times out of 10. Someone's always like, do you want to touch my face? And I'm like, that's the creepiest thing I've ever heard. Nobody wants to touch your face.
Not, thank you.
That's weird for everyone. So, but it's like, my way of knowing who I want to hang out with is just purely like, who are these people? How do they act? Are they kind? Are they good? Does my gut feel comfortable? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's all these intangible things. It's funny because people are really good at hiding their face, right? We know how to fake smile. But no one ever knows how to hide their emotions from their voice. So when I talk to somebody, immediately I know what kind of day you had.
Wow.
And so people think it's like clairvoyant or something when I'll be like, hey, I know you say you're happy, but I know you're not.
Yeah.
And it's only because I see it differently. Does that make sense?
It completely makes sense, and there's so many places I want to go with that, but we've got to wrap up this.
Come on.
I knew we would have more questions than time, but I want to let people know you are going on tour with Zach Williams.
Yes.
Spring of 2023.
Go get tickets.
Yeah, I was going to say, where do people go for that?
Blessingoffer.com, Zach Williams,
all the places.
any and everywhere that you want to look.
Yeah.
Some merch, some My Tribe merch stuff out.
Yeah.
It's been a really special 2022, and I look forward to 23.
What do you want to leave people with in 10 seconds?
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, be good to each other.
You said it best.
That's it.
Blessing Offor, please, you will be changed when you listen to him, and you will not regret it. My friend, thank you for being on the Sami Cone Show.
I appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
Likewise.
Thank you. Before I go, I need you to know to stay present. It doesn't take any talent to stay busy this time of year, but it does take intentionality to stay present. Long after the wrapping paper is ripped off, it's the gatherings, experiences, and conversations you'll remember most. Spend your money and energy investing in people and your emotional and physical bank accounts. Well, thank you. I pray you always remember the reason for the season. I hope you have a great day. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.